Honestly, this is probably the most underdressed podcast I've done. It's because I'm going to the gym. I was like, I'm not going to get dressy.
If you're not crocking, you ain't rocking. Check him
Sheesh.
out.
Oh, my ankles are kind
You
of
need to
ashy.
get some,
Not
what are
mine.
they called, giblets?
Yeah.
Or giblets?
Yeah, I told you I want to get the TIT for This Is
Oh,
Therapy.
yeah.
But you said titties.
Don't do that to
I'm doing it.
People are going to be like,
I might get I might do do they have an at symbol?
probably get it customized.
Yeah, I'll probably get it customized and be like TIT. And I'm like, titties? I'm like, no, this is therapy. Just like,
Here's my card.
welcome back to the This is Therapy podcast. Today we have your host, Samuel Kalisa. And we have...
Cleo Goddess.
That was a good
Fucking, no, I did my username, not my name.
This is good. This is why you should give your kids phone at a young age.
Take two. Take two, restart that.
Restart what?
You said, oh, you were just using that as an example.
Oh, no, we're going. I'm just not going to edit it. I hate editing.
Editing hates you.
It probably does. That's why it's such a bitch to edit.
I'm Cleo, everybody.
Cleo.
Yeah, Cleo.
D-Town Cleo.
Yeah.
Where you been, Cleo? We've been in Dallas, Houston, Wisconsin.
Fucking Chicago, Wisconsin, Houston, Dallas, Denton.
Shit, I forgot where we was at.
Denton.
Have you been to Florida?
No.
I feel like I could see you in Florida, low key.
I want to go to Florida. That's crazy. I was just thinking about Miami yesterday.
Not Miami though. If you go to Miami, go like by yourself.
The fact you said no Miami, not Miami, I was like, wait, Miami's in Florida, right?
Yeah.
After that conversation we had
Oh, yeah, she did her geography.
Geometry.
She called it geometry.
Geometry.
No, the
It
reason I
was a
said
brain fart. That's my excuse.
the only reason I said don't go to Miami because Miami ruins friendships, especially
Really?
especially for females. And
Have you
dudes shouldn't, huh?
Have you been?
Nah, I can't afford Miami. Nigga. Miami's like a bag. One, just to like park is gonna be like $40-$60. Get in the club.
It's definitely worse
Yeah.
than Dallas. Which one do you think is worse, New York or Miami?
Miami.
Miami.
Cause I feel like New York is like even like the city life of New York is still very like family oriented.
Yeah.
So it's like it's more affordable.
Affordable, yeah.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I want
Or
to say it's very
type.
affordable, but
Type.
yeah, you could cuss. Just don't say the N word.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Juneteenth, we don't believe in the N word.
Yeah.
I need to stop doing this like I'm promoting something.
For
No,
promotion.
but what was I saying? Oh, yeah, why were you thinking about Miami?
Because I was thinking about, like, the next place I want to visit, just in general. Because I've been in Wisconsin, been in Chicago, been to, like, boring states like Mississippi, Tennessee, Oklahoma. Like, I want to go. I've been to California, but that was once with my family. But, like, I want to explore.
I would not say Miami. I
Venture
feel like for
out.
a girl, Miami's lit
Yeah.
because you just go get your shit paid for more than likely.
Get free drinks.
Yeah.
You got bottles, clubs, girls' outfits. They got like a lot of boutiques. So who don't want to go to Miami?
But a dude going to Miami, I mean, if you got it, you got it. But even when I don't think I want to go
feel
to
like
Miami.
you gotta be like, if you're a guy going to Miami by yourself or with a group of guys, you gotta have like
$5K ready to blow for
You
a
know-
weekend. For this one weekend, we looking at. I want to say like $5K. I ain't gonna lie.
literally
To have like the most fun and to get the full experience of Miami, you need at least $5K. You could probably go to Miami with $1K, maybe.
on a budget.
Yeah, you can go to Miami on a budget, but you're not gonna get that.
Depending on how long you stay there,
Yeah.
if you
What you're doing.
doing.
If you just want an Airbnb and go to the beach and just eat here and there, I feel like a
Yeah.
K to like 2K is solid.
Yeah.
But if
And
you're trying to live the nightlife,
that 1K is gone in less than an hour.
because you have to get a section.
Get a section. If you just go in there, you're gonna be waiting in a line.
Yeah.
There's no chance of you getting in, especially after hours. Like,
Especially if it's a bunch of dudes. Yeah, man.
They gonna let the females in front, behind, on the side of you. That's crazy how good we got it.
I don't know. But y'all want to believe that. Y'all don't want to talk about that.
Oh no, let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
I think we got it good. A lot of majority of girls just don't realize that we have it good.
You have a lot of perks.
A lot.
I remember it always comes back to the like underpayment, like females are underpaid. But we look at like jobs that are only like CEOs, like
Yeah.
$1 million jobs. But we rarely look at jobs like a plumber. How many female plumbers do you know?
Not a lot.
Exactly. Like mechanics, garbage dumpster people.
Construction.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you get into manual labor,
I feel like my mic is low. Am I talking low?
we can turn it up for you.
Testing. Yeah. Now I can hear myself.
Yeah. No, but like whenever we get to those manual jobs, it's like, where y'all at for that? Where y'all like, oh, females are under what's it called when they're like not seen in a group?
Underrated.
No, they're not pretty much females aren't shown as much in construction. We never hear that, but we always hear females aren't shown enough in
I know what you're
CEOs.
talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
fucking, I don't fucking know the word.
That word.
Yeah, that word. Females aren't. It's not appreciated. Or females are under. Nah, it's not that.
You sure it's not underrated?
Nah, because underrated, it's like people don't believe that I'm gonna blow up. Because like I'm underrated, so they rate me lower. I feel like
Yeah.
type shit.
It has to do with ratings because it's underrated.
There we go. See. But nah, I feel like that's why, like stuff like that. Yeah, and then I feel like, I mean, and guys definitely play a role. Like whenever I think of housewives, I hate the word when guys or not guys when parents say babysit. You can't babysit your own child. You're being a parent. So I do hate whenever like housewives complain, but I also see why they're complaining. Like, it depends their life.
Yeah.
If they have a dickhead husband that's like, I don't feel like babysitting, so you can go out. Okay, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even if you're a housewife, and even if it seems easy to like me that's working 9 to 5 in a construction, I still understand that you're human. You need your getaway time.
But babysit is more like a job that you choose to do.
Yeah.
Like you could be 16 years old. Oh, I need a summer job. Oh, come
Yeah,
babysit
exactly,
from
exactly.
us. But you're a parent, and you have to deal with that child till you're 18. Till
Even
they're
after.
18.
Legally
Till they're 18.
Yeah.
Most people, and that's. Oh, let's talk about it. I don't like when families cut off like their teenagers right at 18.
Yeah.
Because mentally, physically, all of that, like they're not ready to just be out there on their own.
Oh, yeah.
People be like, oh yeah, when you turn 18, you gonna be out my house, you gonna be on your own. At 18, I was not ready for none of that. I'm 22, still not ready for all that.
And it's like, I would say, like, I don't consider freshmen in college really freshmen, because you still got that high school mindset.
Yeah,
like you're literally
exactly.
just 1 year. You're a year old into
Yeah.
adulthood, so you're
It's
you're
no
a child.
difference.
Yeah,
You're just in college.
especially if you live in a dorms. You have dorms. You have pretty much the same lunch schedule.
Yeah.
The cafeteria opens at this time, close at this time, so you got to get your food.
You just have more freedom.
Yeah, you have the only major difference
It's
if you're not
freedom.
into sports, you don't have a adult looking at you. If you're in
Yeah.
a sport, you have your coaches yelling at you.
Yeah.
Like if you're not in class, you're running.
Going down your neck talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, no running in a hose.
Look at that. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen too many people run
In a hose?
in college. Nah,
Not unless they doing it for a sport.
I ain't with dog. I seen a couple of people like run to, like they're late for a class. I seen some people take off.
Nah,
Me
that'd
personally,
be my ass.
Really? Nah, me personally, if I'm late, I'm late. I'm not finna run. I might do
My
it.
first week, I was like that.
You're gonna run into class?
Not like speed running, but like I was rushing, speed walking.
That's a pep. We call it pep to my walk. But for the most part, I was so casual walk.
I definitely was speed walking.
But then again, I don't go places late. So I don't. I never.
Guilty.
Yeah, like I don't need a reason to like be rushing. If I am late, I'm just like, I'm late. What they gonna do? Not
My
let me in?
time management definitely got better
Since
throughout the year since
high school.
like high school
Actually,
up until now.
we are fucking slacking. We didn't even like start in a good spot. We met in high school. So high school.
Me and you,
Yeah.
ASL.
Yeah. I was like, we didn't meet in middle school. You said you went to Utley, but
Yeah, I knew of you in middle school. I knew Kyra first. And then I just remember knowing a kid with a rock and then seeing you coming up with this it's an Instagram page. And I was like, who the hell has a rock Instagram?
man, I used to have a pet rock named Rocky.
Yeah, and I
Shout out my
remember
boy Rocky.
I remember seeing that because, you know, like on Instagram, how it comes out like your suggestions or whatever.
Yeah.
And I seen it and I seen like you were connected to his page. I was like, that's the kid with the rock. Okay.
Okay.
And then when we met in high school, I was like, this kid is kind of cool. And then he was like, oh, yeah, I went to Utley. I know so-and-so and so. So I was like, you're the kid with the rock? Oh.
I feel like I was very much gave off that weird vibe, but I was just like, I was very, very weird.
You were
but I
very
was
curious.
Curious. You can sugarcoat it. I was very weird, but I was also very hilarious. So it's like
It's
you know,
like yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pick and choose your battles. You can't be fucking ugly and not funny. You gotta be funny, bro. You gotta build up a character. So if I'm gonna be weird, I'm gonna make sure everyone's laughing while I'm doing that. Not laughing at you, but laughing with you.
Yeah.
There's a difference, my guys.
So I knew of you in middle school, but that was
I'm not
like,
surprised though.
I came in middle school like 2 weeks left.
Oh, really? Okay.
I came like last minute, last semester, about to go into high school. Yeah.
I think in high school, sophomore year. What was it?
It was sophomore year.
Because that's crazy. So before you came into Rockwall, and the thing you have to remember, I said Kyra. Cleo comes from Dallas. I live in the suburbs my whole life. So that's like two different like personalities crashing into one.
Yeah.
To make a very hilarious, funny story.
And a long-lasting friendship.
Not for realsies. What would you say, like, moving from Dallas to Rockwall, what was like the biggest difference? Not even talk about like the obvious, like it's suburban.
Yeah.
There's like, you mainly see black people, now you're mainly seeing white people. Like, besides that most obvious stuff, what was something that you realized your own self?
That's a good question. What is something that I realized
Was like different from Dallas to Rockwall?
The people. And I say the people because not race-wise, just I wasn't used to being around so many nice, friendly people. I was used to seeing, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, seeing crackheads on the side of the street, banging at the doors. I'm used to seeing niggas,
Yeah.
edit. I was used to seeing most people walking around with guns in their hands. Still to this day when I go to Dallas, like go see my family, whatever, it's like the same old. And then I come to Rockwall and I meet people like Kyra. She was the first person I met in Rockwall, and then I thought it was just her that act like that. I was like, she's super nice. Like, there's people that exist like this? What?
Suspect.
Right. And then, like, meeting people that she connected with, and then just meeting people from, like, that point then on, I was just like, wow, like, I wasn't used to that. Being in school in Dallas, I was used to being around a whole bunch of mean people. Like, everybody, it was always gang stuff happening. Like, if you're not gang, then you're not normal. Like, if you're not gang, then, like, it's always like red and blue against each other. And if you're in between, like, you're not in it, you're just out the mess, you have nothing to deal with it. So I was used to, it was a big culture change for sure.
So I remember you told me, like, even middle school, I'm pretty sure they what do you call it? The metal detectors. You have metal detectors. That's insane to me. Because, like, what movie were we watching?
Lean on Me. No.
Yeah, with Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
It was Lean on Me. Yeah.
That's insane. Because I always, like, being a criminal, always wanted to be in criminal justice.
Yeah.
I watched videos like that. I always, like, thought it was very interesting starting with the youth, because if you could change them while they're young, you could probably save them. And seeing middle schools where they're, like, patting these dudes down, like, walking through, I'm like, bro, this is a middle school, elementary school, not a nightclub.
Exactly. When
like,
I went
going to Fry Street, I don't get pat down like that the way they do.
I don't want to say it's traumatizing, because it's what had to be done for our safety.
Yeah.
Like, if all schools had what we had, I feel like there would be less school shootings, less abominations, less really nowhere is safe, but you can increase your safety where you're at. Now,
while doing that, because you had your dress code too, it was like khaki pants, and then each color you wore represented what grade you were.
Yeah.
While doing that, it increased your safety. Do you think it affects your freedom or like your decision making? Or did it not?
Like wearing our colors, or
wearing the colors, and then like always having to be pat down. And like, if you went to go to a restroom, how was that situation?
It was typical.
Typical, huh?
Like, you have a pass, that's it. But excuse me, going to the bathroom, I mean, like, you have your pass, but it wouldn't just be empty halls. Mm-hmm. Each corner of the school, our school was a pretty decent, nice size middle school. Each corner, it was always a security guard, police officer. Another corner around the way, you have somebody working patrol. Like, it was always a different type of security in the hallways or in the corners, because it's like we're in the middle of South Dallas, where the gang is high, like gang violence is high. Like,
did they have weapons?
They had like their straps
with
like the baton, tasers, guns. Seeing a gun as a child.
They had guns.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
And this is like, you said each corner, like, so like,
not like
each corner, at least within every other corner, each hallway.
Yeah, like each turn you will see like somebody of some kind of safety there, and it's like you can't really be like, hey friend, how's school going? And you see your friend, you walking out, you see your friend, oh hey, what's going on? What y'all doing in y'all class, whatever. No. Go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, go back to the classroom, shut the door, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Only time we had quote unquote freedom would be after school, when we had boys and girls club, or if you was in extracurricular activities like band. I was in band.
What a nerd.
Shut up.
I was like a band nerd.
I was on the alto saxophone. Did you know I played the saxophone?
No.
Yeah, the alto saxophone. And I did basketball, volleyball. Like, my parents made sure that we were able to like keep ourselves busy, because if we wasn't kept busy, especially being in the city that we was at, we were liable to get into some shit. And I'm grateful for that. I don't think of it as like a negative outcome.
I mean, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many like rappers that come back to their cities and start up a football program.
Yeah,
because you
like,
gotta keep if they're not busy, they're gonna be busy doing something.
Deion Sanders. Is it Deion Sanders?
I know Snoop Dogg did one.
Yeah, Deion Sanders. He played for it's
Deion
Sanders.
Showtime.
Yeah. He played for the Cowboys.
But I guess he did. He's a coach too at
Grambling.
Yeah.
But before that, he had his own football program in Dallas.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Is he from Dallas?
I don't know.
Or he just played for... I know he just played for Dallas.
I know he played for Dallas.
So, yeah, he'll probably just give it back to the city.
But I know his daughter went to Heath shortly after we graduated.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his family was living in Heath.
Is she the one that played basketball, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was really good at it.
I remember Morgan, I think it was Morgan, like, oh, my God, did you see who came to our school?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I don't go there. I don't not care.
I mean, it
was cool. If I was at Heath while it happened, it'd be more cool. But I'm like, man.
My sister was there. She was like, everybody's talking about Deion Sanders started here, and she is actually friends with my little sister, and so she was inviting my sister out. They actually hung out like once or twice, her and a few other kids, but I was just like, I don't really think
Clutch.
much more of
Yeah.
it. Like, oh my God, like try to get something out of it. Just
Yeah.
if y'all click, y'all click. Y'all don't, y'all don't.
If y'all clear, shit. I don't mind going to a Gremlin football
Okay.
game. Try to
Shooting somebody's son up. Go number
God.
36.
I'm pretty sure his son, one of his kids are our age. Either
All his
our-
kids. He got like 6 sons.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no, like 3 or 4.
He got a couple kids.
Yeah.
I'll wait till his daughter's like 23 and be like, what's good? You trying to hoop one-on-one for a date? Go ahead.
No, for real. Loving basketball.
That ass, bro. No, so going from that, see, so leaving that school environment and then coming to, like, we're just going to say Heath at this point.
Yeah.
And he didn't see too many. So wait, I forgot to ask you. So what about lunch? What is lunch like?
Lunch was cool. Lean on me.
Are you serious?
I swear.
I don't think. How were the teachers? Were the teachers always stressed
Teachers
out?
couldn't. Teachers couldn't.
They did.
They could not tame a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you're outnumbered as a teacher.
you're outnumbered as a teacher, exactly. And like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they'll obviously we're kids. We're not going to disrespect them. I was a good kid.
Yeah.
Those kids.
They were monsters.
I'm not going to make it seem like I was like top tier or whatever. But like, you're a teacher and you're in the hood with a whole bunch of kids who's under 18. Lunchtime and recess was like the only time we really had quote unquote freedom outside of just working and learning. So lean on me lunchtime basically is how our lunch would go. Destructive. We didn't have food fights. It was just every day it was always a fight. Every day, either somebody talking to somebody girl or stuff happening outside of school, like gang violence. It was always a fight happening. I remember one time they cut off lunch for a week because it was so much happening.
So what did y'all do? Just eat in class?
No, they cut our schedule short. Because I know like something like if you have class or school for so long, they required us to have a lunch. But in South Dallas, it was Pearl C and Dade. They cut off the lunchtime because of so much stuff was happening. So
And they just sent y'all asses
we
home.
pretty much had like half days for like
Yeah.
a whole week. Yeah.
That's not bad. They're like, y'all could do this shit in the street. You're not finna get in trouble because y'all can't behave.
And that's so crazy. We live, okay, so Pearl C is the middle school I went to. It was Pearl C, and then it was the shopping center like Family Dollar, beauty supplies, Washaterias, etc. And then you had the Rosemonts, and then you had the, what do you call it, burial ground?
Graveyard?
Graveyard, and then you had Lincoln High School. So Lincoln High School to Graveyard.
You're next to Lincoln High School?
Yeah. It's Lincoln, and then it's the Graveyard, and then it's the Rosemonts Apartments. That's where we stayed. And then Pearl C was right behind the shopping center. I remember after, I want to say, that week that they cut off our lunches, it was so much gang violence happening. I don't know if, well, you probably won't know, but like, it was so much happening in South Dallas. Gang violence, STDs, like everything was happening in South Dallas. So the gang violence, that like Pearl C and they were beefing with each other. So like that's like Rockwall and Heath beefing with each other.
So like 2 different high schools?
2 different middle schools.
Middle
Schools, not high schools, middle schools.
like beefing or like
like
sports beefing?
Beefing, like ready to rumble. They came to, some dudes from Dade came to the Rosemonts. It was just a normal day. We're outside, kicking in, my dad fixing on the car, everybody's chilling, whatever. Good, lovely day in the neighborhood. And then boom, the gates open. We just hear like a ruckus. And it's like the Rosemonts, it's one way in, one way out. I mean, you have like exits, but like they were not like exits to like really exit. So it's pretty much one way in, one way out. So they came through the exit, the entrance, and all you hear is like a whole bunch of rumble, like like a riot. We looking like, what's going on? They come past our house because our apartment was at the end of the entrance, the exit. All we hear is, fuck Percy, da 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 da, date all the way. We some bloods around here. They holding up gang signs and like everything. Everybody's wearing red t-shirts, red bandanas representing that they bloods. I'm guessing like, wait, cause Percy, we had blue in our color. It was blue and yellow. It was blue, yellow, and white. I want to say it was white, but it was like they were repping date and being a blood. So little kids, no high schoolers, no adults, just straight
Middle schoolers.
Middle schoolers talking about, oh, we bloods, da 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 da, holding up guns, holding up like everything that you would see in a movie. That was the day. That was the day, and I was just like, I wasn't scared. It was just more or less like, dang, like we really here. Like we really here. And then like coming from all of that and coming to Rockwall, it was more. Did you see Toy Story? I think it was 2 or 3 with the little girl, or when they got stuck in the new daycare. Mm-hmm. When Andy went to college. Yeah. And you know how they went to the new daycare and like the little kids were like, oh, la 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 la. That's how it felt coming to Rockwall. It was. I had a clear peace of mind, and I was just like seeing half the things that I saw as a kid under 18, and then seeing things that I saw after middle school in South Dallas. I was just like, I really seen it all. Yeah. So that's pretty much how it was.
You got a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing I've seen to like Bloods and Crips was when in elementary school we had like field day or something. No, backstory, before the field day, what's it? I don't know. I'm just going to say, elementary school, we had a field day. We invited this school called Shannon, and they were being rude. Never mind. Field trip. There's a field trip. We ran into the school Shannon, and they were being rude to us. Uh-huh. And then blah, blah, blah. 3 months later, into the school, we had field day, and they pulled up on us again. And then, well, our school invited them.
He said pulled up.
And then, because this is what I'm saying, this is the closest thing I can relate to that story.
Yeah.
They came on a school bus. They went through all the procedure they had to go. They got checked in as visitors. And we had our field day. And then we ate, and it was time for tug of war. And it was like all the biggest kids got on that hoe to like represent Jones or represent Shannon. Yeah. And that's probably the closest I could ever get to like kids our age or like little kids.
See, y'all have field day.
Y'all didn't have field day?
We didn't have field day.
Nah, that is dangerous.
It was always because they were like dangerous or we didn't have the funds. Our middle school, it was fenced up like a jail. And you know, like
like barbed wire.
I don't think there's barbed wires. I just remember seeing tall fence and like how in jail there's the courtyard or whatever, like an actual courtyard, and they playing, but they're inside like a box. Yeah, that's how it was. But we had more field.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So what was the reason that your parents were like, all right, we gotta get out of here? Like, what happened? Like, all right, we can't do this no more. Was there one thing, or was it just like a built up of like years of like, all right?
We just had an open opportunity.
He took off,
and we took that exit ticket.
Nah, yeah, as you should.
We took it, and I'm grateful for it. I'm beyond grateful for it because, who knows if I would have stayed in South Dallas, I would have never met you. Mm-hmm. The friends that I've met here in Dallas in Rockwall, I would not have had so many connections to most people. Comparing it to like now, and I could have been like a teen being pregnant.
You think?
I could have ended up on some drugs. I could have ended up being pimped out. It's just like so much, and I'm grateful that they took us out, because it's like I see where I come from, I learn it, I get it, but it's like it's time to change the chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why, like, when I see rappers talking about, yeah, we came from the trenches or whatever, and they rap about where they came from. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Vaughn, you got T Grizzly, Meek, etc. Future, everybody, like, I admire them for that, because it's like I understand where they come from, and it hit different for me and whoever else is going through the same thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, coming into Heath, we're just gonna do sophomore year. What was actually no? Let's do freshman year. Your first year, you're entering on what's gonna be your first full year in Rockwall.
Yeah.
What is going through your mind, if you can remember that far back?
I remember like it was yesterday. I remember like it was yesterday. I was nervous.
Yeah.
My first day, that was my first time seeing the high school.
Yeah.
So we didn't do no tours. We didn't do like nothing like that. I mean, we did like the front entrance or whatever, but I was just really nervous because we didn't get dropped off. We took the bus, so I was nervous the whole bus ride. Actually, I almost got hit my first day
By a bus,
because I was excited, but I was nervous at the same time. And everybody know I'm clumsy, so I'm thinking the way that the bus was turning, she was turning to like the street. I'm thinking she's turning like a different direction. Long story short, I'm just darting out to the opposite side of the bus so I can get in, and she almost hit me. Close call, but yeah. But I was nervous. It was cool seeing a familiar face like Kyra, because it kind of eased that nervousness a little bit.
Did y'all know y'all were gonna see each other in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because after middle school, we got in touch with each other, like social media. I think Snapchat, Kick, all of that.
Yes, sir.
What's the other one?
Like Instagram?
It's a FaceTime one, the Uvu.
Oh, wow.
I'll read that. Oh.
Man said, ooh.
Uvu. Before FaceTime. If you know, then you know.
If you know, you know. Bro.
Yes.
That was a deadly combination.
Kick, Snapchat, and Uvu. In the summertime, bruh.
If you had a girl or if you had a guy on all three, y'all basically dating.
You're dating.
There's no ifs or buts about it.
You're the one.
Wow. Ooh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was
But yeah, we were able to keep
y'all
in contact.
FaceTime on Uvu?
I think we might have did it like a few times.
That's great.
Like right when it came out. Because it came
popping.
out. Yeah, it came out while like for a minute.
Yeah.
But then we kept in touch over the summer, and then boom. What high school are you going to? I think Rockwall, Heat, whatever. Oh, I'm going to Heat too. Okay, cool. She gonna be at Heat too? This girl gonna be at Heat too? Okay, cool. Go to Heat. I'm nervous because I don't know nobody on the bus. I see a whole bunch of big kids, different races, diversity. I think that was the first time I fully saw diversity.
Yeah. Not just like black, white, Hispanic. You're seeing like Indian,
Chinese, like everything. And then coming into the school, it's just like.
Yeah, that's just on the bus. Once you get into school, it's like a hold up. Like it can be too much at times.
Exactly, and you're not. You know how like the entrance is by the buses. You're not just coming into like the school. You're coming into the cafeteria, where everybody be at.
And even the way our bus comes in, it's like a hangout spot right there.
Exactly. So people were outside, inside. I was just nervous. I didn't know what to do. I've never been around that many kids, and it's not like nothing violent going on. Like everybody's kiki kakai, like. Oh, it's good to see you type thing, and I'm just walking by and I'm nervous and I'm like, where did I go? And I'm asking people, do you know where the office is at? You know, typical freshman things. Yeah. And so once I ran into Kyra and a few other little friends that I made at Utley, it kind of helped me a little bit because I was like, okay, y'all got a class? Do we have a class together? Well, okay, yeah, we had classes. Okay, we look forward to going to the same class. That helped a lot of it.
Facts. Oh, yeah, making friends always helps.
Yeah.
That's. Oh shit! I thought that wasn't recording. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is.
Would have been like,
I'm like, yeah, this is a sign.
all right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go to the gym, bro. Let's just go work out.
You
Call
know
it.
what?
Let's go make these burgers, bro.
I'm excited for this workout.
Oh, yeah, we got a good workout. But dang, how we? How much time we got? All right, cool. So, 36 minutes in.
Really?
I tell you, that's why I hate this podcast. Cause like I be talking, I'm thinking, oh, we 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And so that's why I want to check because usually I lowball it like half the amount of times I think.
I like that.
No, yeah, cause shit be going by fast. Once you start talking, that's why I made like a little stupid comments before just kind of get you loose.
Yeah.
Damn it, getting it. Well, what was I gonna say? So freshman year, Kyra, and you have a few other friends from Utley.
Like two.
Then we pull up to, we're just going to speed through. Sophomore year, we're friends. What was, throughout your high school experience, rating it from a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
I would rate it like a 5 or a 6.
5, 6. That's not terrible.
Nah, it was pretty mid. I just wish.
Mid.
Yeah, it was pretty mid.
Oh, let me rephrase that. How would you rate high school on a scale of 1 to? Sorry, not to cut you off, but on a scale of 1 to 10 mentally, and how was it like mentally and fun? Scale of 1 to 10.
Together?
No, mentally.
Okay.
And then fun.
Mentally, on a scale of 1 through 10, it was like about a 3 or a 4.
Really?
Yeah. In the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning. But throughout the years, it eventually worked its way up. But physically, you said physically, right?
Physically fun.
Oh, fun. Yeah, fun. About a 5 or 6. I
That's
just
crazy.
wish I had, like I said, I wish I made more memories.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm still kind of conservative. I wish I was more, I didn't know how to be friendly or, hey, I didn't have nothing in common with nobody in Rockwall. So when I did have the friends like you, Kyra, and a few other people, I was just like, that was by luck.
Yeah.
It was. If we did not have that class together, I probably would have known of you, but like.
Probably. I'm not surprised that you knew of me, though, to be honest.
This guy.
I'm just saying. Once you built like me, everyone got to know you.
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. That's what my sister
guy
said.
stinks.
That's what my sister says. No, but it was like, the only reason I asked that, because one, I thought mentally was going to be higher coming from less stress. But I guess the stress of like a new place, and you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it was like a new place and then a new scenery.
Yeah. Because even if you it's like you could take me out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of me.
Exactly.
You're always gonna have like something's about to pop off.
Exactly. So I was always still on 10.
Yeah.
I'm on 20. I'm always on 20.
At least in Dallas, you know something's gonna happen.
Okay.
Here, you're like, nah, they a little too friendly, bro.
Nah, what you want? Because you're a little too friendly. Like, I get it now. Yeah, it's about the same.
Nah, I feel that.
But now I definitely fuck with Rockwall. Rockwall cool. Nah, maybe shout out to Rockwall. I love I like Rockwall.
Yeah.
It's like for me, it's like a home away from home.
Yeah, like that.
Like how Houston is for me.
Yeah.
It's a home away from home.
I like Rockwall. I feel like people that say they don't like Rockwall, they're not using it to its full
advantage.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's a lot of things. Not even like a lot of things. It's a good city size, but it's not like Dallas where there's a bunch of traffic.
Yes. You have your traffic, but like, come on.
Nothing like Dallas.
Nothing crazy.
Like if you want to go there's a couple bars, good restaurants in Rockwall. You have the lake to go.
A lot of good people.
Yeah.
There's good people. I'm not going to lie. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish my high school experience would have been a little bit more better. because I feel like I could have met more
People,
people.
yeah. I do wish. I feel like whenever I think of that scale, like 1 through 10, mentally, I feel like I was at a 0 all through high school.
Yeah.
But even fun, I will say, because mentally I was at a 0, my fun was fake.
Yeah.
And so on the outside, it looked like I was on 10 all the time. But really, I was at like maybe a solid 5.
Yeah.
Because once, I remember, like the last day when we graduated, we had something in the cafeteria, right? You remember that? It was like a senior dinner or senior lunch type shit.
It was right before we graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah. The senior breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yes, the senior breakfast.
I remember I walked in late. And this is when it clicked in me that, like, high school was all a mental fuck for me. Because, like, I walked in. You know how you can walk in through the athletic hall?
Yeah.
And make the loop?
Yeah.
I walk in right there like that. And I look. And I'm, like, looking for someone to sit with. And, like, obviously it's a big place. So, like, I can't really even see anyone.
Yeah.
But it was, like, everything was just a blur. And it was, like, high school was just a blur. And no one you really met was really there for you.
Yeah.
Now entering college, I'm like, all right, these are when you're real friends. Like the people you met in high school, if you keep with them, those are going to be your real friends.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
And that's really how it is, though. Like I remember people saying like your high school friends don't mean nothing. I was like, what you mean? I'm like, these are my ride.
To you.
No, yeah, but no,
To
even
you.
at that, like I would say, well, how many people from high school? Well, you did talk to a lot of people. But
No, for
yeah,
y'all, this is depressing.
but like for me, I would say out of high school, how many people do I consistently talk to in
Nowadays.
at least like a monthly base?
Yeah,
Maybe like 5% of people,
really.
if that. Like
Hey, you had a lot of friends.
no, exactly friends, but it was like
associates. Goddamn.
Then like once leaving high school, it's like I try to hit this person up, they acting weird. I'm like. You know me, I'm friendly from the jump. I'm a very suburban. How you doing over there, buddy?
How's it going, dude?
Yeah, I'm a very like neighborly, friendly person.
Yeah.
So whenever I meet you, I'm gonna meet you like we've been friends for years.
I think that's what made me gravitate towards you.
Because I'm just like, we both feel awkward. We're both in a class. We have to sit next to each other. We're assigned seats.
We were the only two black
Yeah,
kids.
it's only black. I'm like, all right. And so I'm like, from jump, I'm like, bro, I know the way I'm feeling is more than likely how you're feeling. So I'm like, let's just skip through the bullshit. Like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Type shit. And that's even like Tyjon. Whenever I went to Iowa, he was like the one of the only few black people I saw.
Really? I didn't know that.
And so that's the only reason I talked to him. I was like,
honestly
hey.
thought y'all knew each other before y'all went to college.
Oh, no.
Because remember you were like y'all met after that. Or I mean he moved in over here or over there somewhere like that.
Oh, no, yeah. We went up to college. And then I came down, and then he came down like 2 years later.
See, that's what's up.
Oh, yeah. We were just close like that. He just loves me.
Shout out to Tyjon.
Oh, God. He's dropping his EP on Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
It's sometime this week.
He makes good music. You want something to vibe to?
Input.
his ad right there.
Especially if you like, especially when he moves. Whenever he moves,
yeah,
he makes, like, I don't know why. Like, whenever he's in one city for too long, it's like his brain just, like, slowly dies. And then once he moves, it awakens him up. And his music's like,
exactly. It's some people naturally have that in them. Feature, shout out the GOAT.
Oh, God. That's why I'm like, he literally moved. Tyjon, whenever you say you want to, like, move to Miami or, like, just go, Tyjon's, like, my, like, if I wasn't so strict and like stick up my butt type of person, I'd be like Tyjon. Since Iowa, within the last 4 years, he's lived in Iowa. He's gone to Florida, Cali, Colorado, Texas. He's been to Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. He's been up in some
on the move.
Some worse states like North Carolina, Tennessee.
I actually want to visit North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. And he likes the outdoors. He be trying to make me go camping.
Yeah, he a good person.
No, yeah, he's a very good soul. He has a very good soul.
Yeah.
And that's why his music is so great. Oh, man. Let me get on wishy.
No, for real. We go make that another podcast because we go on and on about that one. But, like I was saying about how we met in high school, what made me gravitate towards you is being next to a guy the man of an opposite sex. I'm a female, you're a man. You didn't come off like aggressive. Like,
oh yeah, because I'm not from Dallas. Like even last night, who was it we were talking about? What Dallas rapper dating Phantom?
Grind Too Hard, O'Shea, Dating Phantom. That's my song right there, bro.
Yeah.
Listen to that. I love that song.
You were like, did you know he's a Dallas rapper? I was like, I didn't, but I kind of assumed he was very aggressive. That's how Dallas rappers rap
naturally,
aggressively.
yeah, that's true.
And so just like doing that, and even who told me? I forgot. Someone told me like if I'm going to Dallas, just look. I think it was Mike across the hall. He told me like whenever we're going out, just look mean. I'm like, why? I'm like, he's like, you look too friendly. Motherfuckers are gonna try to
They
beat
gonna be
you.
like, bingo.
Yeah, I'm just like, but I'm
bingo.
not. I'm like, you can try to punk me. I mean, you probably beat me up, but I promise you I'm gonna get a couple hits.
Really, in Dallas or typically anywhere, don't start none, won't be none. That is the motto.
But see,
and a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's common sense. But even like
people are dumb.
No, even going to the extent of like you can't just say hi to a random person.
Nah,
you can't wave.
You can be like, "What's up?"
Yeah, but even like, that sometimes we'll be like, "What's up? Like, what you trying to do?"
You staring. Yeah. You gotta if you staring, at least head nod or stare, or because
make sure you have like a walking stick.
At least make sure you have a stick on you when if you're gonna be doing whatever you're gonna do freely. Make sure you have some kind of protection. If you ain't using these, then use these. Simple.
You gotta make $1 some type of way.
Literally, but yeah, you didn't come off like most of the guys I was used to seeing growing up. I was like, something about this kid. I don't know what it is. He too cool for me. What's going on? And like growing up with you throughout the years, I was like, yeah, he cool. And I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Let me meet you. Yeah. Let my parents meet you before I start thinking something like he too cool for me, whatever. My parents met you. They're like, Sam. Yeah, that kid right there. He over here dancing with my dad. What dance did you do at my parents'?
All right, one of those.
They still have the video too, just dancing, naturally vibing. I was just like, yeah.
And that's why I've always, even like Betty, whenever she took me to her Friendsgiving, I'm shy. Like a lot of people don't think I'm shy, but I'm a shy person.
Yeah.
The only way you'll give me out that shyness if you approach me. If you talk to me, I'm full ears. I'll listen to you tell about your life story. But if you're quiet, I'm gonna be quiet. But if you even say, "Hey, how's I like your Crocs," I'm gonna be like, "Oh, my best friend got for me." Blah 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 blah.
Be like, these are size 9.
Yeah. I'm like, where'd you get those shoes from? And I'll go off from there.
Naturally, I'm sorry, a lot of people don't have that, and it's hard to come by, especially nowadays.
Oh yeah, cause motherfuckers' phones, bro.
Yeah.
But no,
it was cool.
I don't know. I feel like, and my dad's like a business owner, so like watching him,
you naturally have that intake in you. Yeah,
and, like my dad's way more better at it. Like my dad could pick up the phone with anybody and just smooth talk. And like my dad, I always say like my dad could talk the devil out of hell.
Really,
bro? Because I was on FaceTime with Betty, and he just grabbed my phone out and he just started talking to Betty. Betty saw him. Oh, no.
You like, where did this come from?
I'm like, give me my phone, bro. I was trying to take someone's woman, bro.
Yeah, he's a smooth criminal, for sure.
Nah, my dad is a smooth criminal, bro. Like Michael Jackson type shit.
Y'all, I love Michael Jackson.
No, for real. No. So, in high school, we graduated. What was the biggest shift? Now, were your parents still in Dallas when we graduated? I think so.
When we graduated, yes. And then shortly after, that's when they moved. And then the pandemic happened.
Facts. Because it was only like a year and a half.
Bro, not even.
Because freshman year we were cool. And it was like this, it was like a good year and a half and change.
Yes, it was half a year. Because after we graduated.
No, we graduated, went through our freshman year in college. It was cool. Then sophomore year, it happened sophomore year.
Yeah, because I was at Eastfield. Yeah, I remember that.
Damn.
Shout out to Eastfield and Mesquite. That's probably like the best community college y'all can ever go to.
You gotta go to Collins. Collins way cooler.
A whole bunch of Collins go to Collins College. No, Eastfield.
All right, that's how we're gonna end the podcast right there.
If Eastville had dorms,
You would have stayed there? You like Eastville?
I
Like that?
love Eastville.
Really?
I've actually never been to Collin.
Really?
Nah.
I've never been to Eastville. I'm just
Eastville's
talking
pretty
shit.
cool. Me too. I'm just talking my shit. I just know they in the same area. I'm like, college. What? Nah.
I like these. I think I like Colin because I like Plano. I like the area of Plano.
Yeah, because it depends on which city you in.
I heard Mesquite. I was like, one, I don't go anywhere towards Mesquite ever. So I'm like, might as well go to Plano.
It was live. The whole DCCD, was it 3 C's?
For what?
DCCD college, Dallas Community College.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
DC.
All the schools like Mountain View. Is it Mountain View? Mountain View. I gotta take care of her. y'all about to be like world star, like for real, girl. Nah, let her come up in here. Like I said, I don't know. I just heard her screaming.
Yeah.
Somebody, like I said, all 20. All 20.
Oh, it was like,
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
nah,
I only fight when I have to.
nah, fact.
If you know, you know.
Absolutely. What was not Colin. COVID. So we just hit in COVID. So between graduation and COVID, you're in what do you call it? Eastfield.
Mhm. And then after that, I was at Paris, and that's when COVID hit.
But that's when you were in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
What was the biggest coming out of COVID? What was the biggest thing in your mind right now? Because you say a little backstory. You went to Wisconsin just for spring break. Spring break turned into like what 6 months lockdown type shit.
It did. It did.
So coming out of Wisconsin after 6 months, what was your story? Like, what was your thing that was like, all right, I need to get this shit done for my life? If you had to, because we still have after COVID, we still have 2 more years until we get to present day.
Repeat the question.
And during COVID, did you have a like, oh shit moment when you're like, I didn't get my life together?
Yeah. See, with COVID, everybody took that chance to better themselves, or
if you were smart, you would have.
Yeah, turn your life around or make a change for themselves. Me, mentally, I was just numb to it. So coming out of it, I didn't know. I was like this is the new norm. Like, we have this disease, it's killing people. People are actually dying from it. What did I do? Do I get myself together? I didn't know what to think out of it. I honestly just went with the flow. I didn't have no game plan. I didn't have no goals or anything. But my goal was to get out of Wisconsin. That was the only goal I had.
Fact.
And I did that. Came down to Dallas. Was moving fast because I was trying to get out of the COVID mindset of just being on a shutdown. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can't do that. I need to be doing something else. First of all, I was away from home. And not by choice. I was away from home because of the whole shutdown. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I want to go back home. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to go back home. I was with my family, which I'm grateful for. I love my family. But I was like, y'all not in Texas.
Yeah.
I want to be home. I want to be kicking it with my friends. I was missing you, Kyra, like everybody. I was like, I want to be back home. So I was feeling like Dorothy and what's that movie?
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, Wizard of Oz. Just like, there's no place like home. And God did that. And that's when like everything came down. Like, my granny got sick. Like, everything from that point on was just going downhill. And so now looking back at it, I was just coming out of COVID. I didn't have no game plan. I was ready to just get out of it.
Get out of Wisconsin?
Yeah. Get out of Wisconsin. Had I would have been in Kalamazoo. Get out of Kalamazoo. Because this is like, I could not just be, I hate being restricted.
Yeah.
Knowing that I have freedom. That's why I can never go to jail. Never. I can't.
That's good. Oh, you can't be restricted knowing you have freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's hard. That's low-key hard.
It's very hard.
I feel like you don't understand. Like that was pretty deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because it's like once you take, because I don't, because a lot of shit be going over your head. I'm like,
he like
man,
it's still sinking in.
no,
like,
yeah. Because it's like once you taste that freedom, that's why I'm scared to move back home. Because like, once you taste that freedom, even the little freedom, just like being able to leave your house without having to tell someone, "Hey, I'm going, Mom, I'm going," blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm not with that shit. That's
Exactly.
like, I'm not with those type of people. Like, Sam, you're a grown ass man. Blah 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 blah. You don't have to tell your mom nothing. I'm like, all right, I'm a grown ass man. So I have my grown ass house.
Right.
All right, there. As long as I'm living in her roof, Mom, I'm going to grab some milk, and then I'm gonna go see Cara, and then I'm gonna be back at 10 o'clock. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. I don't
It's
care if I'm 40
something
or
about.
yeah.
It's not.
And my parents used to beat my ass. So I don't give a fuck.
Thank you. Okay, if you know, you know. Like it's just, it's not. It's like a respect thing. If I have kids and they want to come back to my house, I'm gonna let you go be free. If you want to go, just do it safely.
Yeah.
Like if you
Let
need,
me know.
if you need anything while you out there, like how my parents are to me, I'm gonna do how they're doing me. I'm gonna do it to my kids.
Yeah.
And if you need something, let me know. Just know my house is always gonna be open to you. I had just seen this video on the Steve Harvey show. I don't know if you watch it. And the girl had asked a question.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, and she was like, my mom doesn't let me be independent.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you can't be independent if you're dependent.
He said that. I was like, oh, that hit looked too close.
Oh, yeah. I was
So
like,
close. No, for real. And but like seeing that, I was like, he's telling the truth because are you paying any bills? And I'm like,
oh, come on, girl. You not even picking up a water bill? That's like $50, bro.
Are you helping over groceries? I'm like, well, yeah, I spend a few $20. Mom, you need some milk. Dad, you need some. What you need?
That's
but like
lame. Nah.
that's mid.
Yeah.
But like you not paying big girl bills. You under your parents' roof. You living underneath their rules. Just respect it.
I can understand parents, like, especially like my parents. I think they're better now, but as a kid, that's why, like I said, I became a great liar because of my parents. Because like they were too strict at a point, and it was just like, all right, dude. One, I love you, but I'm not gonna be in high school forever. I want to know what it's like to go out and get drunk.
Yeah.
And I remember like my mom went on a cruise, and my sister, someone was supposed to watch me, but I left. I left there. I got fucked up.
This
Came
guy
home.
says somebody.
Yeah, someone was supposed to watch me. Came home at like 2 a.m. fucked up, and I'm still trying to lie. Like my sister's like, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "No."
Ooh. I'm
to get
traumatized by drunk Sam.
No, bro. I'm literally trying to climb up the stairs. You know me. I'm stubborn. If I say I'm sober, I don't care if I just took 13 tequila shots. I am sober, bro.
Last year for your birthday?
No, yeah, that's never happening. I don't think I'm getting drunk. I haven't been drunk since my birthday, low key. Or like drunk.
That's what I'm saying. I'm traumatized.
Oh, yeah. I do miss Kyle, though. I mean, Kyle lit. Kyle's my drunk side. Man.
Kyle.
I might get drunk. God, bro. I literally posted my story. I was like, bro, sometimes I miss irresponsible Kyle. But he just...
Who doesn't, though?
But, like, once he gets out, he's just, like... He just do too much sometimes. I be waking up with, like, 30 snaps, all this... Either I'm like calling people saying I love them, or I'm like texting some ex-girls, be like, bro, you a stupid hoe, blah, blah, blah. Out of pocket shit, unnecessary shit.
Y'all.
And I just like, bro, I'm tired of waking up and like my phone was just blown up. And I'm just looking.
We don't
I have to
need
explain.
Kyle coming out
I got to
more.
explain people like, nah, I was drunk. Nah, I really don't like you. Get the fuck on my phone.
Kyle came out last year for his birthday. I got spit on, got my fingers slammed on. What else happened for your birthday?
I don't know, but that sounds like a sex scene, like a very kicking. like that. Oh yeah.
Her legs are cut off. Her arms are cut off. Every time I hear that sound, I'm like, yeah, that was me.
What? I feel like I did because I tried to spit out the window and it just flew back.
You spilled water on me.
Really?
You spilled water on me, and then we got you to the car, and then you had you tried to throw up, but your spit came out to my face.
Just hear it. You're better than me, bro. Because I would have had your ass on the choke.
Y'all, I was so
I'm not even gonna lie.
freaking
The water, I would have been cool with. The slamming the door, I would have been cool with. The spit, I don't care, Cleo, bro. They would have.
And then I got he opened his door and I was trying to help him out the door. He slams my fingers into the door, like just he don't shut it. That nigga slams it. I was like, what was that? A 3?
Yeah, 3 strikes are out.
Make it. I was taking punches left to right, up and down. I was just like, I really fuck with the kid. I really do. Because I didn't put my hands on you that night.
Bro.
Had you would have been sober, that would have been different.
Okay, if I was sober, yeah, that'd be totally different.
No, for real.
But the spitting, I honestly feel like everything else, if you did that to me, I would have been like, she's drunk. It is what it is. I would have been mad. But the spitting, oh, no. I was like, I don't care if you're drunk
You're
or
like,
not.
I'm going to throw up.
Because I just hate sound of spitting, the like ideas spitting. And that should land on your face. It's not like it land on your shoulders. Or, I don't know.
You know, sometimes I still feel the emotion.
No, should have said like, I don't know why I'm saying it. Like you won't just get mad.
I can still feel the emotion though, that just landing on my face. I was like, oh, and it was, you know, Kyra don't drive slow. She drive like
80 and a 40.
Speed racer. This girl going down these bumpy roads and denting and rebouncing and just like.
That's why I be feeling like throwing up, bro. It's like getting plastered and then getting on the roller coaster with Kyra.
Every time she made
don't
like
understand,
a turn,
bro.
she don't use. Kyra is the definition of all gas, no brakes. This girl don't use no brakes.
Unless there's a cop around.
No.
Besides that, what's a brake?
If they see her, they for real just ignore her. But
like, what's the point of chasing her?
That night, I would never forget that. I'm telling that to our kids.
I just remember waking up and everyone's like, you need to go apologize to Cleo. I'm like, first of all, I just woke up. Please shut the fuck up. Let me brush my teeth before you start talking to me.
You're like, what? What happened?
And I go in the room and you're like, you're not going to apologize? I'm like, you're not going to get out my face? Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, when you said that, I was like, he really don't remember what happened.
And that's the thing. Y'all really thought I was just doing it on purpose?
Yes, because you were up and you were really eating up them shots. Because what was it, 23, right?
I think I took like 26, but we'll call it 23 for sure.
Yeah, you were taking them shots. And then, you know, like a funeral, how like, I don't know if you've seen the funerals where they have like the dead body like positioned up or whatever. It's not in a casket, but they have it like dressed up really nicely. Yeah. That's how you were looking.
Like dead?
Like you were dead, but you're like
vibing.
You're like vibing, but I couldn't tell if you were like drunk or not, because you were like actually like dancing and everything. You're like, I was like, Sam, are you drunk? You're like, I ain't drunk. I'm like, yeah.
Never listen to me.
He was leaning over. I'm like, yeah, this nigga go. Water. Get into water.
I'm always good if that's why I need to start doing, like getting drunk while standing up. Because if I sit down, I'm good.
Oh yeah.
I'm straight. I look so. Drunk Sam is an experience that everyone should experience at least once. I feel like he's very. Can't even talk.
You're not Sam's real friend until you experience drunk.
Nah,
Sam.
for real, because like that's polar opposites.
Yeah.
Like people have come up to me and it's like, bro, you're so different. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what 15 shots would do to you on an empty stomach.
You were on an empty stomach.
No, I think I ate probably like a handful of times.
I was gonna say, oh, he suicidal.
No. 23 shots on an empty stomach. That's Polo. Yeah, that's borderline suicidal.
Yeah. You asking for it at that point.
For real. So, where were we? We were in. This is kind of post COVID. Your goal is to get out of Wisconsin. You get into Dallas. You hit that hoe. At this time, is this when you're living with your brother? Post Wisconsin?
We were living together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's going on in your mind right now? Or what's going on in your life right then?
I was excited. It was a different opportunity. Shout out my brother, CJ. It was a good experience. We didn't have like no issues or anything. Usually people be like, I would never move in with my sister. I would never move in with my brother. Oh, I couldn't do it. My sister just like, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, y'all got them issues?
Yeah.
Me and my brother, we lived together perfectly fine. I mean, like, we didn't really bump heads. It was, he was living his life, I was living my life, making sure we got rent paid. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him what to do. He didn't tell me what to do. We were over 18. We had a family. We had our parents. So it was just like, we both left the house to get away from the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Got into our own place. We didn't really have rules. We just had like that mutual understanding.
Like respect.
Yeah. Like at home, I can go to his room and just bother him or whatever. When we had the apartment, I couldn't just like go in there. I don't know if he had like guests over or if he was.
He had some hoes over there. That was cute.
Try to sugarcoat it, but I just respected him more when we moved in because I was just like, he's still my little brother, but it's just like, oh, like he's a grown man now. I have to give him some spacing. If I want that, I would have to give him that too. Exactly. So, and I was excited.
Paying rent's like a different level of feeding your ego.
Yeah.
Because like once you start paying, like a phone bill, paying a phone bill while you're still with your parents, that's cute. But once you start paying rent, I feel like don't get disrespect. Don't start calling me little kid or whatnot.
Right.
Like if you're being like my cool older cousin, then but don't be like disrespecting me. I'm like, bro, I pay rent just like
you're not finna just little girl me.
Yeah, like my shit due on the first just like you, buddy. Okay. Like calm down.
Get it together. Now I'm not gonna lie. The first month I was being irresponsible. I was like, oh, I have an apartment. I want to, I'm a girl, so I was like, I want to get decorations, whatever. Not realizing that the first of the month just came. It comes really fast. Yeah. Like when you're not paying much bills, you're just like, oh, the first of the month is like another 3 weeks. Yeah. It comes tomorrow.
And they want their money tomorrow.
Exactly. So after that first mistake, I was like, oh, this is real. Okay. Yeah, I got it. After that, learned my mistakes, and it's just taught me a lot to now.
So, since then, what was the key point in your life that was like, cause when did you want to start doing real estate? Because I know that was one of the things you wanted to do. What was that for? Or where did that come from?
Moving a lot. So, moving a lot, we always were in different size houses, different apartments, different townhomes. I just fell in love with homes. So I guess that's kind of where it started. So just growing up as a child and seeing like the different values of a home and how people take care of the homes, it's just like, you can make this a career. I can build people's dream homes. I can not only homes, I can build buildings for people for their careers to help them grow as a what's the word?
As a person?
No, like a company. Or when you have like your own business. Yeah. Like I fell in love with that. I love helping people. Like I have a big heart. I love helping people. So when I knew I can do that in real estate, I was like, yeah, for sure.
Say less.
Yeah.
Type shit. I like that. Mm-hmm. So kind of coming to real estate's kind of present day. That's kind of like, when did that come? Like last few years, right?
Present day?
Yeah. When did you start? Because you started the idea of real estate, and then didn't you start the class or not?
I haven't started the class yet, no.
But wasn't that within like the last few years, like 1 or 2 years?
Of starting it?
Oh no, of like just thinking about being in real estate.
Shortly after COVID.
See, and then that's why I was asking, like, what was the life changing experience? So, like, when you're in Wisconsin, is that what made you like? Or
it was. When was it? I don't know. It was shortly. It was like the middle of COVID. How COVID was at its peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say that.
Weren't you still in Wisconsin by then?
No. Because when I came down, the shutdown wasn't a peak, I don't think. Because it got worse after that. Cases were still going out.
True, because we did go back. Like, schools got canceled.
Yeah, schools got canceled and everything, yeah. But.
Damn. That shit was crazy.
Where is it at now?
For real.
Where is it?
People all up in here, outside, kissing and shit. Nasty.
Ain't no more telling people,
Put a mask on.
where's your face mask?
Where's that?
You can't get in without a face mask. Where's your wristband?
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
But that's cool. I always see, and that's why I always like talk to you because one, like just look, they even hit like one of the biggest parts.
What?
Like,
Let's hit it real quickly.
huh? Because you said he didn't have a game plan. You just wanted to get out of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you don't. You may have a game plan in your own way, but looking from the outside in, you never have a game plan, and it's still just like my game plan is hustling regardless.
Just to get it.
Yeah, you might not have like I need to have this done by this, that, and the third, but you are like, I'm gonna get it somehow. I'm gonna hustle.
I feel like having a goal, I don't say I have goals in life. I will say I have what's the word? I don't know. There's a word for it. It's not goals.
Like, I'm okay.
Let me explain it. Because if you have a goal, you're setting yourself up. Okay, it's Tuesday, June 21st. Okay, next Tuesday, this whole week, I'm going to do this by next Tuesday. Okay, and then you have your goal for the month. Then you have your goals for the next 6 months, and then so on and so forth. I feel like, personally, having a goal, you're setting yourself up for failure. Mm-hmm. And I say that because I lived it. This whole time I would tell myself, oh yeah, years ago I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to be doing this, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. None of it happened because 1, I didn't apply the pressure. 2, I wasn't fully at my full potential to achieve my goals. And then 3, it was just always like something was always in my way, blocking me from getting my goal. And there's barriers that you go over to achieve your goals, and then mentally and physically, you gotta be one strong cookie to fully achieve whatever it is that you call your goals. And I just feel like I had seen a video about it. He was like,
Emmanuel Samuel or something like that. Is it a black dude?
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah, black dude with a beard.
Yeah. Yeah, and
we low-key have like the same feed because we be.
Oh God.
Bro, because I'm like all these videos you're saying, I'm like, bro, why did I see this earlier today? I seen that
video. He's talking about some goals and.
That's how I was trying to remember the word he said on that video. I think,
that's where I got it from, and I was just like, that's the truth. So he had a word for it, and. He basically was just like, if you're gonna have a plan, just do it.
Yeah.
Don't speak into it. Just do it. If you run into like
a
hiccups, whatever, boom, get it over with. Yeah. Kick it down. Go over it. Proceed on to your plan. Whatever.
Because I feel like. Kind of what you're saying, like goals are like expectations.
Yes, and you putting your expectations out.
Yeah, and once you put your expectations in anything, if it doesn't happen, it ruins your like, was it like your ego or your exactly. So no, I feel that. I feel like I wish he didn't use the word goals, just because. But maybe whenever I look at goals, I look at them very lightly. Like I want to have this at this certain time. If I don't. I'm just like, okay, why didn't I reach that goal?
Exactly. Now you're beating yourself up.
No, yeah, I don't like beat myself up, or it doesn't hurt my self-esteem. I just like readjust. I'm like, was I pushing P? No.
Nah. All right. You pushing D.
Yeah, exactly.
The opposite, goddamn.
I was like, wait, I was not pushing D.
A P. Who's more corny? He said, "What you trying to do?"
I'm trying to set me up.
No, pushing P.
No, pushing D.
Y'all.
I mean, I'm never gonna say that, but
call me Courtney Cleo. I'm finna change my whole ad name, Courtney Cleo.
I bet you won't. Yeah.
Cut the cameras.
No, but like those expectations really do chew you out. But at the same time, I feel like we kind of gotta be like our own bullies at time.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why I feel like goals. set goals, but set them very lightly. Or if you're gonna set goals, set little goals like, hey, I want to drink 2 water bottles today.
You know, start
Shit, like-
small.
Yeah.
Don't go out
And I
there.
think that sometimes people start having these goals like, I'm gonna be a millionaire by next year.
Guilty. No, for real, guilty. And
Of being
then-
a millionaire next year.
not like being a millionaire,
okay.
but like I did set myself up for big goals, and then I had a certain time when I wanted to achieve those goals, and then when that time came, I'm like, dang, I'm sitting here looking at people that consider myself friends, and I'm looking at my circle. I'm like, well, they're achieving their goals. I'm not looking at it as hate. I'm like, well, I want to be like that too.
Yeah.
I want to be able to achieve my goals and be able to not be stressed and mentally be okay. But I'm like, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
So I would set myself up for goals, and I put my expectations out there, and it's just like it fails. Just like if you put your expectations on somebody.
Yeah.
And you want them to be one way and they turn out to be the opposite, you're going to hurt yourself.
I feel like it's also putting a time limit on it.
Exactly.
That's probably one of the worst things to
Yeah.
just let it happen. Because if it happens before, you didn't beat yourself.
Exactly.
It's just happening before. If it happens after, you're not late. It just
Nah.
wasn't the time.
It's not the time.
I feel
Like right person, wrong time.
type
Right
shit.
goal, wrong time.
Ooh.
Copyright that. Hold on.
Yeah, that's going on a shirt.
Right goal, wrong time.
Dang. She said, we both were like,
That's giving very much nice and neat. It's giving.
she said nice and neat. I'm dead.
Shout out
Nice and neat for real. Shout out to them boys.
I love them.
Before we leave, I want to ask you 3 more questions.
Oh, brother.
I'm going to do one at a time. Oh, brother. One, if there was a girl that was in school in South Dallas and she stumbled onto this video, what would you tell her? A girl in middle school in South Dallas. What advice would you give her? What would you tell her?
Just a random girl.
Yeah, just a random girl. She's done with school. Like, she's tired of going to school just to be harassed, all the violence. What is one thing you would tell her to keep her going?
Oh, that's kind of deep. Like, give me how old she is.
She's in middle school.
Middle school?
Like exactly like you.
And she,
As a girl, she's light skinned. She's in middle school and she's just fed up with school. Like some dude just ran up in her apartment complex type shit. And the same thing that happened to you. What is one thing you, at that moment?
I would tell her, you see an open opportunity, take it. Just take it. If you see an open opportunity to get you out of where you're tired of being at, and it's a good opportunity, it's not just any opportunity that would get you out for the moment.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity that will have a good enhancement on your future and your career. Take it. Yeah, that would be my quote to her.
Okay. And then it's kind of okay, I'll still say it. What is post-COVID, after the lockdown, everything can come out to Dallas, from COVID to now, what is one thing you learned, and what is one advice you would tell someone?
Pre-COVID?
No, COVID, post-COVID, after COVID. After COVID to right now, this very moment.
After COVID, tread lightly on your goals. Tread lightly on your goals.
Is that what you learned or advice?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't. And that's probably why, I definitely changed my mindset a lot on a lot of things. Yeah. And then you said it after or now?
No. Oh, well, no, that was the thing. What have you learned from COVID to now?
Oh, from there to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, tread lightly on goals. And not only said tread lightly, you can't be by next week I'm gonna be a millionaire. I mean, unless you selling in Bitcoin in the stock market, like that's different. But like, and realistically, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
Not to doubt anybody. I'm not saying it's not possible, but
Realistically, you gotta set those baby goals first.
yeah, and be realistic with yourself.
Like at least start off with 100. By next week, I'll save up 100.
Just being real with yourself and, like you said, pushing P. That's it.
Absolutely. All right. You have any social medias you want to shout out?
Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. The main trifecta is Cleo Goddess. 3 S's. Cleo Goddess. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, y'all, thanks for coming to the show once again. If you made it this far, please go ahead and leave a like, comment of what you like the most about this show today. And besides that, we'll see you next week with our next guest.
Bye.
See you later, alligators.